In this video, I will share some tips and tricks that I've learned while playing Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. I hope they will be useful to new players and veterans alike, as some of the game mechanics aren't explained very well. I'll also share what I love most about the game, so watch until the end. But before we dive into that, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for the latest Ever Crisis updates and tips. Feel free to leave a comment below, it really helps us out, and thanks in advance. Prioritize clearing the story first because it will unlock game mechanics along the way. Do the suggested missions when you get stuck, and you should be able to naturally power up your party. Right before a boss fight, don't kill the adds immediately. Leave one alive, then heal up and accumulate your ATB. There's no downside to taking it slow unless you want to do a speedrun. Chain your limit breaks starting with the limit breaks with debuffs. Non-damaging limit breaks like Aerith's still contribute to the increasing damage modifier. Simply use it first in the limit break chain. For example, Aerith, Tifa's, and then Cloud's limit break. Switch to the defense stance before casting healing magic to take advantage of the healing bonus, then quickly switch back to attack stance. Don't stay in the defense stance for too long. The gauge decays over time and the defense bonus goes down when the gauge is empty. When it's full, it's 50%. When it's empty, it's around 15%. You can tell which unit the enemy will attack by the target icon on the upper right of the unit portrait. Take advantage of this by buffing and or healing the unit before the attack. Try to save your ATB gauge so you can react to the enemy's attack. Don't spam unless the enemy is staggered. Some attacks are better during the stagger period, especially the ones with quick animation. Opening up a certain number of nodes in the character's stream will give you weapon tickets for draws. Focus on a few characters so you can take advantage of this. You can also gain memory crystals from unlocking nodes, so take note of that. Use stamina boost to save time farming materials. You will unlock the feature after clearing the stage once. It is a huge time saver, especially if the stage is difficult to clear. Magic Break from Tifa's Tiger Fangs is especially useful in the weapon enhancement material stages. The 3 bosses there have AoE magic that is hard to deal with if your party is not bulky enough, so breaking their magic is gonna help your team survive. Try to complete the suggested missions in order. They can be found on the bottom part of the lobby screen. Really helps in progression if you're stuck in a story stage. Not only does it reward the usual rewards from the stages, but it also gives valuable extra resources. Don't just blindly enhance whatever equipment or material you get your hands on. Enter a stage first and see how your party fares against the enemies. If you find it hard to clear, upgrade your equipment or character in increments and see if that makes a difference. Rinse and repeat. Battles can become hectic and you might want to pause mid-battle. Tap on the 3 horizontal lines on the upper right of the screen and it will take you to an info screen. The battle pauses while the menu is open. Take this chance to review your loadout and check the status changes for the enemies and your party. Some enemies are simply immune to certain debuffs, like the Red Dragon. It is immune to defense debuff. Stop trying to break its physical defense and instead just use magical defense break and use magical attacks. Don't neglect the Chocobo expeditions. They have their own missions. If you stand still for a bit in the Chocobo farm, the icon will appear where you can check the missions for the Chocobos. These reward blue crystals and Chocobo medals. Once you collect enough Chocobo medals, buy one of the expensive ones from the girl. The higher the Chocobo rank, the more items it will be able to collect during the expedition, and it also have better stats than your cheap Chocobos. There is a free daily pack and a free item in the shop. Claim them every day because they are free. Who doesn't like free items? What I love most about the game are the overworld or story models. I can't put my finger on it, but something about the character models scratches my nostalgic itch. It gives me a warm feeling in my heart. They are sort of chibi-like in the overworld. They're quite expressive and downright cute. The oversized hands have certain charm to them. And I'm sorry for rambling on about the models, I just plain love them. What about you? Love them or hate them? Let me know in the comments. So these are all the tips and tricks we can share for now. We'll make another one once we compile a bunch more tips. If you found this useful, please consider sharing and commenting below. It really helps us by telling the YouTube algorithms that you like this content. And until next time, fellow adventurers, see you in the world of Final Fantasy Ever Crisis.